Oh my God, we're live! Greetings from Walt Disney World. Welcome to the Enjoy the Journey Luxury Travel Show, live from Saratoga Springs Resort. A special welcome to our live streaming viewers and podcast listeners around the world. I'm your host, David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency, and I'm the travel agent that always asks my clients two questions. What is your bucket list trip, and where do you wish you were right now? I wish you were here with me and guest Skip Shear.
Hey there, everybody. We're out here at, well, I'll let you tell them.
Saratoga Springs Resort in Walt Disney World. And a Mickey welcome to you all.
You got the Mickey hands.
Hey,
how
what's
are
going
you?
on?
Hello. That's a great hand. Can I give you a hand, Dave?
Yes. So today's show, we're going to showcase the largest resort to stay at Walt Disney World and the largest Disney Vacation Club property. So I'm going to give you an overview of history of the resort, show you some maps, like I normally do, to give you an idea of the layout here. Then I'll show some video tours of the resort itself, some great special things we're going to show you. And then several villa tours they're designed for long-term vacations. You want to stay tuned to the show because towards the end, I'm going to show you a 3-bedroom grand villa, recently refurbished. The guides here said barely people have been filming there because they've just been reopened for tours. So we're going to check that out. And today's show is basically a multi-show series leading up to the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World on October 1st. There'll be additional show reviews and DVC resorts coming soon. And see my recent broadcast on January 31st on the history of Walt Disney World Vacation Club and my February 7th show on Old Key West. All my shows can be found on my Fantastic Endeavors YouTube channel. And I'll show my slides right now with that listing of the shows. And subscribe to that channel, like the feeds when you watch them. And in the Enjoy the Journey show playlist, you can see all my shows whole year. It's show 52. It's a year of shows.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Now next week's the actual anniversary of my first show, but this is my 52nd show. I've been live every week, haven't missed a weekend or a Sunday, live the whole time. Hard to believe.
Dave, I've captured many of these shows, watching it from wherever I am on Facebook, and also seeing replays as well. Definitely share the feed and the video, and definitely, number one, you're helping Dave out. Number two, you're really sharing a lot of great knowledge, because Dave's got this knowledge that a lot of people just don't have, and especially when you're showing the villa that people really haven't seen.
Exactly. And I come here, this 3 nights I've been here, I've just been immersive enjoying this resort. And you're going to see some of my activities coming up right now in the videos I'm going to show. So stay tuned for that. And appreciate you guys being on. So our show, Enjoy the Journey Luxury Travel Show, is brought to you by Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency, of which I'm an owner. And Skip is now an agent too, becoming full-time pretty soon, I heard. And it's important that when you support the show, you also support our agency. Any vacation travel needs, please reach out to us. You can always message me directly here on social media, 305-453-9208 or dave@bucketwithtrip.com. We are a full-service travel agency, means we cover the world when it comes to travel, and we specialize in customized destination vacation travel. That means we basically love to customize itineraries for you, including Walt Disney World.
Yeah, there's a VIP package that you have that you've talked to me about.
Yes.
And, if Tom Hanks showed up at the Disney World, this is the treatment he would get.
Exactly.
It's but it's called Behind the Scenes Tour. Is that right? A VIP tour?
Well, there's a number of tours here at Walt Disney World that we'll go into in a little bit, but the VIP tours, you can customize your own tour, and I've done one of those last September. I saw 3 today in Animal Kingdom all in succession.
Really?
All paying probably $6.50 an hour for that, minimum 7 hours.
There's a lot of great benefits, though.
That's a topic of another show. So next up, I want to show you some maps, and we'll be mic'd for this so you can still hear us. So this is Saratoga Springs Resort, and it's a monster campus. I'm going to show you another map here in a second that's going to more zoom in on the resort itself.
Yeah, this is a great resort because what I like about it is you're right next to Disney Springs.
Exactly. In this map, first off, there's multiple neighborhoods. Okay, you have Congress Park, the Springs, the Paddock, Carousel Grandstand, and then Treehouse Villas, where we stayed in September.
Right.
My friend Tony and producer Bonnie. That was a great trip. That's still part of Saratoga Springs Resort. So it's a monster campus, and also includes Lake Buena Vista Golf Course, which the front 9 goes through Old Key West, but the back 9 goes through Saratoga Springs Resort. So it's a monster. Probably the footprint's bigger than Magic Kingdom, so it's over 100 acres here. So we're going to kind of break down each piece of it and let me show you a close-up map of the neighborhoods. And on those shaded area, Congress Park and the Springs in the middle are what's called preferred. They're higher priced, or more points if you're a vacation club, and I'll explain the difference in a second. And what that means, the Springs, you're closer to here where we are right now. We're in the Turf Club Lounge right now. In the Carriage House. Carriage House is the check-in area. It's also where the main pool is. There are 5 pools on campus. And
It's
this is
also where you
also
check in for your golf.
Artist Palette, quick service.
Yep.
And then their table service restaurant, Turf Club Bar and Grill, which we're looking at right now, is not open right now due to COVID and less restrictions. But they have a little lounge to our right where you can eat from Artist Palette and get a drink. From 4 to 10, the lounge is open.
I like this place, especially the flatbread pizza at the Artist Palette. Artist Palette.
Yes.
And it's a great flatbread pizza.
Yeah, and the idea that this is their biggest footprint campus, and it's also their biggest units. Each unit, if you just take 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms, is 820 units. But if you broke down the 2 bedrooms into studio lock-offs and 1 bedroom units, it's like 1,280 units. For just one campus, it's their biggest hotel on campus. Port Orleans is bigger if you combine both campuses as a hotel, but this is the biggest as far as it is huge. But it's a great place to explore. We did a Surrey bike ride today. We've been walking every morning. It's just a wonderful place.
Did you guys walk on the golf course?
A little bit. On the areas you're allowed to walk on. We walked
Right.
by the 9th hole yesterday morning, and then the 17th and 18th hole by the grandstand, and checked out their pools. 5 pools on campus. The main pool here at Carriage House is the biggest. It's right in the middle of the map you guys see. And then the Paddock has a pool with its own eatery called the Paddock Grill. Congress Park, you're going to see a tour of my pool coming up in these videos. And then Grandstand has a great pool. We're going to show some pictures in a second. And then Treehouse Villas, as we know, has its own pool. So 5 pools on campus. And we'll show Treehouse Villas right here.
That's a great spot right there.
So it's still part of Saratoga Springs, and I'll go over the history in a second as I show some different photos. 60 3-bedroom units, the most affordable 3 bedrooms on campus. I showed the 3-bedroom off on my Disney Vacation Club history show on January 31st. Check that out. I'm not going to show that video today. I will show a little tour of Treehouse Villas to get an idea of how woodsy it is back there and how attractive it is.
It's very nice. You get basically your own home, and you have a full kitchen, which I love. Be able to cook, save some money too that way as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think it's like 40 points a night for Vacation Club, or 1,200 nights sometimes, or less on special. Most affordable 3 bedrooms on site for Disney. On site
Right.
is a key differentiator. So what I want to do now, as we talk about the history, is kind of get to our photos. We have a lot to show you today, so stay tuned. It's a jam-packed show of multimedia. So as we show you the pictures here, it'll take a minute to load. Stay tuned for a black screen. Hello, we're here. We'll still be up here in the upper right-hand corner. So as you show these are pictures from our trip this weekend of the campus itself. I'm not going to explain each one, just sit back and enjoy them. So how did this resort come to be? The resort came to be from, actually, it was in the 70s, Lake Buena Vista Village. They had the real estate here to develop. They had downtown Disney developed. They decided to make some long-term stay facilities, apartments and condos next door. Then Michael Eisner went to upstate New York. I'm not going to say the name of this because it's a trivia question for later. I have trivia coming up, by the way, for a Disney gift card. And after seeing this institution, his wife goes, gee, that was a great experience. Why don't you have an institution for Disney training on your campus there somewhere? So they converted Lake Buena Vista Village into the Disney Institute, offering corporate classes. And actually, we are right now, the Carriage House is actually modeled after this state name in New York, this is upstate New York area. It's actually, it looks like a college campus. It was classrooms. There's a theater that was like a lecture hall. And so then they repurposed it to Saratoga Springs. Why? The Institute, the way it was structured back then, wasn't selling too well. Not enough have people staying in one area. They changed it where they have an office now behind Magic Kingdom. They use convention centers here. Now they do very well selling $1,000 to $5,000 corporate training classes. Disney Institute is world famous. If they were more patient, they probably made it work. But instead, Disney Vacation Club was growing, and they turned this in 2004 into Saratoga Springs Resort, modeled after Saratoga Springs in upstate New York.
Yeah, this is a really nice place. This is a great spot if you're a golfer and you want to have a golf outing with friends, because you're right here on the golf course. And of course, I like the Lake Buena Vista and the Disney Springs area. The shopping, House of Blues, all the great restaurants. You don't have to really walk or stagger too far after having a good time on the town.
It's a good point, and back to my map I showed you, that shade area of Congress Park. That's a good walk from the Carriage House where we are right now in Turf Club Lounge. But why is that preferred? Because it's easy walking distance to Disney Springs. Easy walking distance. So that's the key. And there's me on the Surrey bike.
Yeah.
We're going to show a video of that. And then there's the Surrey bike trail we're just showing you. So that's where the history, and then it opened in phases between 2004 and 2007. And I think Congress Park was the first neighborhood. And they're all going now through a full refurbishment that's almost done. We're staying in refurbished studio we're going to show off in the video in a second, so stay tuned for that. And we toured the 3-bedroom, 2-story Grand Villa, Skip. It was impressive. And we did it on Friday when we checked in, and we got a tour of that coming up at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. And as always, share people and tell people what I'm doing and say, hey, check out this villa tour. Refurbishment is awesome. It was a full gut job, new flooring, new furniture, new outlets, new paint job. The buildings are glistening with new paint jobs on the outside, and they only have 1 or 2 buildings left in the grandstand area. The rest of the resort is done, refurbished. Now, Skip, Saratoga Springs, a lot of theming around here is horse related. You know, why is that?
Well, I guess Walt Disney loved to gamble. Is that correct? Did he bet on the horses?
Actually, because Saratoga Springs is a historic horse racing site, and the Travers Sweepstakes is up there every year. I was going to make that a trivia question, but some show already had that. And it's known for horsing. So hence all the neighborhoods here are named after horse-related items.
Sure.
The paddock, the grandstand, the carousel, the carriage house. So those are all named after horse-related items. As this picture circled through, I'll go back live here. I think they've all went all the way through. Next up, we're going to start our tours of activities around it. That's all the pictures. All right, we're back. Hey. So next up, we're going to show you the carriage house itself in a video. So this is a narrated video, so just sit back and enjoy it. And what I did was very briefly show you what's around us right now. We are in Turf Club Lounge and Restaurant, which is currently closed, but the lounge is open for drinks. You can get food from Artist Palette using mobile ordering and sit back here in the lounge. You used to have a pool table. We found the pool table today. It's
You did?
moved next door.
Oh, wow.
Not being used because of COVID, but this is a real chill area. It's a gorgeous restaurant. It's a beautiful restaurant.
It's fantastic.
So you see some of the horse-related theme behind us. And that's because Saratoga Springs, New York is modeled after, not modeled after, they are a major horse racing championship area. Now, why the Saratoga Springs? Probably because the theming here was already after a famous institution in upstate New York, not going to say what it is. And then probably kept the upstate New York theme and made Saratoga Springs Resort. There's a lot of theming here that doesn't fit tropical or doesn't fit Disney. That's just Disney's way of doing something. So they already had that New York kind of idea going. But I will tell you right now, Saratoga Springs is nowhere near where Disney Institute was modeled after. Actually, I'm going to put the question out there now for a $25 gift card. I was going to do some warm-ups, but last time I did a big question, it was too late in the show and no one got it. Mm-hmm. No one still answered that question in the old Key West show. So I'll ask the big question right now so you can do your research. What upstate New York town was this original complex we're in now modeled after? It's not Saratoga Springs. That's what Vacation was modeled after. The Disney Institute was modeled after an institution, a town, New York, in upstate New York.
Interesting, okay.
And that's the question. So you first want to get that in my chat. I'm watching a few different ones. And so whoever gets that right first, and Bonnie, producer, make sure to check the other feeds too, please. And excellent. So we're going to go on to the Carriage House tour. This is the main check-in area, the primary pool, and the closest area to this is the Springs if you want to stay close to the Carriage House. So check that out right now. David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency here at Saratoga Springs Resort. Going to give you a quick tour of the main pool and the Carriage House area and the check-in. It's a beautiful afternoon here, Saratoga Springs. Down below, of course. Hot tub, hot tub. This is the biggest resort, as we talked about in the show, on their campus as far as number of units as one specific resort. They're also the biggest Disney Vacation Club resort. I'm just outside the main building here. Is their quick service Artist Palette. Carriage House we'll go through in a second, and there's the slide for the pool. And then here's a map. We'll show you on the show, but I'll show you a more rustic map. And so we're right here. Big campus. This is all Saratoga Springs, includes Treehouse Villas, and 9 holes of the golf course come through here. Lake Buena Vista Golf Course. The rest go through Old Key West. Check out that show from February 7th. Senses Spa, not open right now. Beautiful, but I'm allowed to walk around and show because they're not open. So, pardon me guys. Normally you check in right here. And look at these railings. The smell is fantastic. And I'll show you the fitness center real quick. And then we'll show you where it is. And a quick peek in, I'll show you the spa. And then all the way down this hallway down is the Disney Vacation Club Sales Center. There's the fitness center. Big fitness center. And this door was open yesterday. Ooh, hello.
Hi.
There's people coming through. I'll try this one. Too bad they're not open, right?
That's what we were just thinking. Have you been in there?
It's beautiful, but they're not open. It's unfortunate. Quick tour of the spa, because they're not open right now. So normally I can't come back here because they have plans. It'll be open soon, obviously because of COVID. A lot of restrictions. But it's a big, big spa. Women's lounge downstairs. The reason I'm showing you this is the biggest spa on campus. There is one at Grand Floridian, also Senses, right across from their Vacation Villa building. But this is the biggest spa on campus. I've had many clients come here, stay at Saratoga, stay in the grandstand section, and then just have a spa weekend. Not even go to the parks. And just enjoy the beautiful grounds here as you're seeing in these videos. Back out to the Carriage House where you check in. It's another view of the main pool. Do a quick run through Carriage House and Artist Palette and end in Turf Club Bar and Grill, where we're broadcasting the show from. Beautiful pool, great day. And that horse up top there, that weather vane, that's kind of a signature landmark. This is the biggest pool, zero entry on the left. There are 4 pools on campus, 5 counting Treehouse Villas pool. Treehouse Villas, we'll show you a video of walking around the grounds there real quick. I'll put in the link below. We've already shown on my Vacation Club history show, my recent show, January 31st. I did show off my 3-bedroom Treehouse Villa tour. I will not show it again here, not enough time. Also, the audio sucks, we know that. This is cool. Good photo op. But we'll show off a video real quick of the villas. Big property here, great campus. And there's 2 preferred sections, as I talked about in the map. Prefer to be close to here, the Carriage House, where all it's happening. And there's a Performance Arts Center, because this used to be the Disney Institute. That was my main training theater. Now it's for acts, not being used right now, it's closed. Here's the Carriage House, here's where you check in. Obviously the buses ahead, that's where you get dropped off, Magical Express, or where you pull up to check in. And they have golf carts. I just help the family get to their place. They have golf carts to take you everywhere, so don't worry about having luggage. And if you drive, you can park right in front of your building. Let's check out this Carriage House. It's huge. Love the artwork. These decor is actually padded, which is very cool. Here's some of the artwork. Here's the kids' movie area. The movie on right now. And here's the lounge area, people waiting for their units, waiting for their quick service food. More beautiful artwork. Resort themed after Saratoga Springs, New York. The original campus here is modeled after Disney Institute. That was created after another place in New York. That'll be a trivia question. I'm not going to share it now. Here's a little bit of retail. The general store area, I think, for the unit. And this is all their quick service eating. Mobile ordering supported. With a number of stations here. Go ahead. Love the blown glass fixtures. This is a deluxe villa resort, the highest level they have, as we talked about on numerous shows. And then we're going to end here. Obviously, the horse theme, because Saratoga Springs, New York, is famous historical sweepstakes and horse races up there. One famous race I'm asked a trivia question about. It's been there for years. And here is the lounge. Used to have a pool table here, but because of COVID, they needed extra seating for spillover for Artist Palette. Put on some college basketball later, more jerseys. And then this opens at 4, a little bar. And then they also have some quick service items out of there. And then you can see our show set up right there. And then this is closed right now. Really nice restaurant. I've not eaten here. I've heard mixed reviews of the food. But it's beautiful. Just look at the decor. I just see my background drop in the show. I'll show you the outside real quick since we can't show it while I'm sitting for the show. And right below me is the pro shop of the golf course. Lake Buena Vista Golf Course. Good afternoon. So you can sit outside now and have your quick service meal or just chill. No power outlets out here, if not, I did the show out here. Look at the view. Normally the boat ramp there is the boat loading zone for Disney Springs. Not running right now, just as with Old Key West a few weeks ago on February 7th show. Not running right now. And all this is the parking for the pro shop. Let's check out that view. And there's the first hole in the distance of Lake Buena Vista Golf Course. There's a golf cart coming right now. And we're back to the show. Excellent. So that's the Carriage House. That's the main area of Saratoga Springs Resort. And before we go on to more tours, I got some little snippets to show you of my experience past 3 days, because I get immersive when I stay somewhere to share with you guys. And I really want to get an idea of where that noise is coming from. We're having some background noise here from our production team. First off, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to do some shout-outs to some people because we have plenty of time to do that. John J., we were chatting today. Thanks, John. Janice! Janice, is a question out there. I'll repeat it again. So far, Rich Schroeder, Saratoga Springs, New York. No, and then we have the chat box when we see when we answer those questions right now. I do want to go back until we go on to let people, because we have people that come on at different hours. Say, Olga, Busy Gina, how's it going? Steve Torgren, hello. Anchine, hey Anchine. Rich, what's going on, Rich? Janice is on. Larry Strickland, what's going on? Tim Freeman from the Keys, all right.
Hi, Tim.
Amy Slicer, we camped out with her in Christmas time up here. And hey, Sue from Fantastic Never Travel Agency.
She is always watching you. I think she loves your show.
Hey, Sue will be on my March 28th show talking about Alaska, because she started as my client to Alaska a couple of years ago. She went in the Maytime, had some very good insights about why the colder Maytime with less photo island trees is when you want to go to Alaska. So stay tuned for that. Francesco Hall, who I booked here recently, January before pre-COVID last year for a family, had a great trip, and just booked them to Hawaii. So Francesco, thanks for being on. And then Jeff Lindauer, he was on some of my feeds today. Thank you all for joining my feeds today. I was live from Animal Kingdom today doing safari. I did a live feed for my Dave Disney community last night from Pandora. Pandora is open at nighttime. Nighttime Pandora is back, which is awesome. So Saratoga Springs Resort, where we at? Give some questions also I want to address. Let's talk about the resorts itself real quick. Price point wise, you can spend anywhere from $350 a night for a studio, upwards of $2,500 a night for a 3-bedroom grand villa. They are available through Disney Travel Company, which means Disney travel agents like Skip and I. We are certified Disney destination geniuses. That's the name they gave us. We didn't inherit that name.
Sounds like something we made up.
And that is, even though it's a vacation club resort, doesn't mean you have to be a vacation club member to stay here. Because of the way it's configured, because of the point system they have, there's always a significant share of studios and other types of villas. 3 bedrooms you have to call like an expert like us to get, because they don't really show sometimes in inventory. But those are available to book. And these are the best properties on campus because they're designed for long-term stays. And Skip, what's the best part of the larger villas?
The kitchen, the dining room. You can have multiple families in one of these larger places, which is nice. Imagine yourself getting 2 or 3 other families together on this and having a fun time. Maybe people from your cul-de-sac or someone from the country club, our group. Maybe your golf buddies. This is a great spot for golf. Just come out here, and you guys can have, the 3-bedroom sleeps about 14, do you think?
Oh, up to 14.
Up to
Some of them,
14,
yeah, the,
yeah.
the one here is 12, but it varies.
Right.
It varies in the property. They're always themed for that property. So stay tuned. Coming up, you want to stay tuned to this. I know if you got something else to do, come back to the feed. Towards the end of the show, it'll be a full hour show today, roughly a little less. 3-bedroom grand villa, recently refurbished. I haven't seen this 3-bedroom here in 2 years. It is awesome. They've done a great job. Refurb overall. Again, no construction is not a problem unless you stay in the grandstand. So make sure when you stay here, do not request a grandstand. Plus, the grandstand is kind of off the beaten path. I mean, I would right now pay my money for a preferred, either be in Springs across from Carriage House where we are right now, or at Congress Park neighborhood. Again, there's multiple neighborhoods. And keep in mind the neighborhoods here, maybe a trivia question coming up. So let's go to questions and trivia. I have a question out there for trivia I'll talk about in a minute, but some good questions out there. How is the occupancy? Is it crowded? Thank you for the question. I think that came from Jeff. And occupancy here, they said they're full, but I'm sure they're holding back some rooms. They don't disclose that. The parks are at 35%. I think it's 35% of their like max ever capacity, but very reasonable. Epcot, we only had one line for the Food and Wine Festival, and someone asked, our producer Bonnie asked, how's the festival going on YouTube? And thank you for being on YouTube. Festival's going great, and last night we really hit all the areas pretty hard. And I mean, every
Pretty hard.
marketplace.
We hit them pretty hard. Yeah.
We hit
So
them pretty hard.
I love the festivals because there's all these great little treats along the way, exotic dishes as well as drinks, and I, of course, enjoy America because
Yes.
I had the it was a crawfish jambalaya.
Crawfish etouffee.
Etouffee.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Amazing,
Fantastic.
amazing stuff.
The festival's going well. Occupancy it's still a good time to come, even though park passes are sold out all week. The check-in at your hotel Coronado is off the charts tonight for this week coming up. And you know,
Right.
people are being safe. Another question in our chat is, are people being safe? And thank you for those questions. It's important to realize that Disney's doing things right. They have shown the world how to reopen a city, which is what they have here. And not all the hotels are open. The parks are limited capacity. The park pass system, I think, is here to stay for a very long time.
Yeah.
Until they get past their 50th anniversary celebrations and the hype around that, and because it helps them manage occupancy. By the way, park hopping after 2 o'clock, there's a hotline. I've yet to hear a different message than all parks are open for hot park hopping, and we went to 3 parks yesterday.
Right.
3 parks.
When you come down here, expect to, especially right now, expect to wear a mask. Throughout your day at the park. They do have some relaxation stations where you can take your mask off and I guess smoke a cigarette if you're a
Sure.
smoker. But the other thing is when you if you're staying on property at a resort, they do want you to wear your mask here, so it's very safe. Obviously when people are eating or drinking and they're sitting down in one spot, then you can take your mask off. But they're being very safe here on property.
Very safe. Disney's done it right, and as they increase occupancy, I think they're more like 50% occupancy. But
I think so.
What occupancy is that off of? But it doesn't matter. The lines are less than what they would be spring break normally, and the crowds are less than they would be normally. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to get on with the tours and get this through this. So I'm going to show you a quick snippet of what you see if you're in Congress Park neighborhood. Then I'm going to show you our Surrey bike tour. You get an idea how this campus goes and the activities you can do. And so I'll hit those real quick back to back. And then we're going to show you more of our Congress Park area and the pool there, and then we'll get into the tours of the actual units. So here is what you see in the mornings. This was yesterday morning, a flock of anhingas,
Anhingas.
in Florida, that dived down to fish. I never seen them but one together. A whole flock came in over Disney Springs from our Congress Park neighborhood, and we got this great footage of other birds like blue herons and white herons picking off their labor of feeding. So check it out right now. This is Congress Park neighborhood, the view of Disney Springs. This guy came in and scared him. So that's an idea of what you can see there when you walk in the mornings. It's a great campus to walk. It's a big campus. I know some people come here, they would rather stay like on the monorail loop in a hotel. You just get out and go. But for those of you that like to explore nature and really enjoy the area, this is a great resort. The walking trails, the running trails, the Surrey Bike Trail we're going to show you next. It is truly a beautiful campus. And it was initially a Disney Institute campus.
It sure is, and I like it because it's tucked away from the hustle and bustle of Disney. You really feel like you're in a different location, than in the middle of a giant metropolis of Orlando. But you're also, like I said, the distance to, and you saw it in the video there, Disney Springs right there. You're
right
walking
there,
distance.
right there.
So if you have a dinner reservation, you can just walk on over. You're all set.
Awesome. So next up, I want to continue the tours. One of the activities you're going to do here is Surrey bike tours that are absolutely fun and wonderful. You remember my old Key West show, the February 7th show, watched on YouTube, Fantastic Endeavors channel. And we did a bike tour. Now I'm in love with these Surrey bikes, and there are numerous resorts you can do them on. Boardwalk, Port Orleans, Riverside, and French Quarter when they're open, and Saratoga Springs, Old Key West are just a few of the areas. These Surrey bike tours. So you rent these right from the Carriage House area. There's a big loop you can do with a map right on there, well marked, because in Congress Park, our own neighborhood, I'm like, where do we go next here? And the funny part was on the last turn, some landscaper was blocking the sign, so we almost went the wrong way. And then it's not the easiest.
See that in cartoon.
Not the easiest bike to turn around. It was like a cartoon. So check it out right now. This is our Surrey bike tour from this morning. It was a lot of fun. I highly recommend it here at Saratoga Springs Resort. David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency. We're still here at Saratoga Springs Resort. We're in Congress Park, our neighborhood, where we're staying in the building, looking right this way beyond our pool. We just showed you in a different video. We're on a Surrey bike tour. Check it out. That's our ride. Two-person Surrey bike. We left the main Springs area where we rented it. Picked up my Steadicam here and show you part of Disney Springs in the distance. The balloon's off today. And we're going to show you riding a bike, what it's like here. This is a great trail. I'll show you the map real quick. It's hard to see through there. And we'll post a picture in the feed here. And very straightforward. Old Key West was a bit confusing. Very nice. It's a little bit hillier here in spots. And once we get the brake unlocked, we're going to go on a Surrey bike. Woohoo! In fact, I tell you, Mickey said hello. Gorgeous morning here. Hello. Morning. Pool's just opened up recently. We got some birds here. Yesterday we saw a big flock of hingos feeding. Another birds like these, the herons, trying to pick off the fruits of their labor. This paddlefish, boathouse, restaurant. Here's our Surrey bike trail. Sidewalks only. The map I showed you is very straightforward. Oh, and we gotta go left. And the signs help out. Left and right, yeah, very good. This is Congress Park neighborhood. These are preferred accommodations. Preferred meaning location, with the view of the water, and also walking distance to Disney Springs. Again, the other preferred section is the Springs, right where we rented this. This video will end because you're close to the Carriage House and the main pool and all the eating establishments. And so from here, you have to go left. Good thing for these signs, I'd be lost. High corner, high corner. If you have traffic, you got a bell. Whee! Hello.
He's on the phone. You have to ring it again.
We have traffic. Pardon us, sir. Pardon us. Thank you.
Which way I was going where?
Thank you.
Oh,
You pass the sign yet?
Good morning.
I see a sign. This is our first time on this trail, so we're not sure where to go. Yep, take it right. Oh, no, straight. Congress Park neighborhood is 4 major different buildings, all with unique unit numbers, so it's easy to find your place. Definitely when you stay here, which these are available for retail guests, definitely get an idea of where you're located. We're right outside the pool in the walking path Disney Springs. Big right turn. Woohoo! My steering wheel doesn't work. Bonnie's doing all the driving. Good job, Bonnie. Say hello, Bonnie.
Hello.
Producer Bonnie doing a great job. The one knock, if you saw my old Key West resort show, February 7th, check it out, my YouTube channel, Fantastic Endeavors, that the carriages are weak and stuff can fall off. This one has a strap at least. My phone fell twice last time when we weren't filming. Oh, look both ways. Love the layout here, but it's a great way if you're not a big walker. If you're a big walker runner, it's great running trails here, walking trails here on the sidewalks. If you're not, it's a great way to see the campus here, because it's huge. This is the biggest Surrey bike loop. Surrey bikes can be rented at the boardwalk, Port Orleans Resort when it's open, Riverside and French Quarter.
Couldn't you also walk over from Disney Springs and rent them?
Sure. Yeah, these are open to the public. You don't have to be staying here to rent them. Great question, Bonnie. And then, of course, Old Key West, where we rented one, February 7th. Had a blast. So this is now the Paddock area, different neighborhood. This is less money, less points of your vacation club. But all recently refurbished. We figured out this morning in a long walk, there's only one section left, like one building left in the grandstand and a half a building being finished off. Major refurb, full strip down of the rooms, new furniture, new flooring, new decor, new paint job, beautiful. You've seen these videos of our studio and 3-bedroom grand villa. They are gorgeous, well done. Lots of outlets. And of course, lots of lakes. Whenever you build here in Florida, you need lakes to offset the wetlands that you're building on. You notice that we're a bit higher than the lake, so the lake has plenty of capacity to fill with rainwater and stormwater. It's a cool bridge up ahead you'll see. It's under refurb, almost finished, brand new. But even when it's open, you can't take the bike on it.
Good morning. Ring the bell.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
See lots of lakes everywhere. Both functional and form too. They're beautiful.
Golf course.
Yeah, soon we'll pass Lake Winnebago Golf Course. I'm going to pass a hole in the back 9 in the distance. I'm not sure how close we're going to get. The trickiest part of this ride is over. Even around Congress Park I was confused. I normally know where I'm going, but the signs were very helpful. Look at the Mickey obelisk. Aww. Yeah, chilling on his porch. Hello, sir. Tweeting away. Good morning. So again, a great way to see this massive campus. You see a good chunk of it. Not every neighborhood, you won't get to the grandstand or the carousel. If you ever do stay here, do not request you don't want to stay in the carousel. It's near nothing and no pool. At least in the paddock here, you have a great snack bar opened up early. It was open this morning when we walked by. Great pool to slide. Not as big as the Carriage House main pool, but very nice. So, and then you pay a little less here because it's standard location.
Trail is well marked.
Trail's very well marked. Good thing, because I'm lost. So Bonnie's driving. They have these fountains in every lake to keep the algae out and the looks. It's a nice loop. Now, how much fun does that look? Surrey Bike Tour. Skip was here
I like
enjoying
that.
himself. Did you like the guy that wouldn't get out of the way?
Yeah, the guy on the cell phone. I mean, obviously he was doing some type of business deal at Disney World and he couldn't get out of your way. He was very focused. But, I'll tell you, you guys really plowed along. You guys were not taking prisoners.
No, you have to. The thing has a handbrake, and it doesn't back up on your own, so you don't want to be caught in a place. And it's not made for off-roading, but it's a fun experience. And this is the biggest loop of all the bike trails, I think. But although Port Orleans is pretty big too, I'm now on a Surrey bike mission to ride them wherever I can ride them. So I'm on a mission.
Watching that video really looked fun. I mean, it looks exciting. How much does it one of those things cost for like an hour? Or
For a half hour, it cost us with my DVC Disney Vacation Club discount. They also honor pass holder discounts. If you're
Okay.
a pass holder for Walt Disney World, it was like it was $20
Okay.
for a half hour. That's right. Now the loop takes you a little less because I actually ran to my room and got my Steadicam. Hence why I started at Congress Park. But you probably do the loop in about 20 minutes, and but you can go twice.
Right.
You can keep going around as much as you want. And you basically don't pay till you get back. They basically mark a time when you leave and then mark a time when you get back. So easy enough. So cheers to you all out there. We're going to continue the tours now. Next tour is going to be at the Congress Park pool in my neighborhood, basically where that Surrey Bike Trail starts. We're going to actually show you one of the pools here that is not the main pool and shows you how nice those are. Every pool is a little bit different. One of 5 pools on this major campus of over 1,200 rooms at Saratoga Springs Resort, on-site Walt Disney World, right across from Disney Springs or downtown Disney if you're an old school Disney fan. A few more shouts out to people out there. Jeff Lindauer, thank you for joining. Rich Urshik, my Toastmasters guru and mentor. Rich is the man. I can't wait for his talk next week for Ocean Reef Chamber of Commerce on the Nike missile base in the Everglades. Go Rich.
Oh, nice.
And then good question. Sue Tempe Mooney said, Sue's still on. How long is the trail? Good question. I would say 1.5 miles, maybe a little more. And it takes you about 20 minutes if you want continuous.
I'll tell you, one of the nice things I don't people realize whenever they go to Disney is that you can get a lot of exercise while you're here. There's always wonderful loops. There's wonderful trails. Obviously, you guys are on a Surrey. You guys are having
Sure.
a pedal. And obviously, when you're in the parks, you're going to be walking around too. So, it's great exercise. That looked like so much fun.
Oh, yeah. It is. I will say Old Key West is a little flatter, but a little more confusing because it's a very more spread out neighborhood. This was if you saw the map and the photograph, it's a very continuous trail. But when you leave the Springs right away, you're going uphill to get to Congress Park because there's a bridge there and it's in a bump.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, and it's one gear. It's like an old school BMX bike as far as one gear. A lot of fun. Highly recommend check it out. So next up, we're going to show you Congress Park neighborhood. Keep in mind, there's a trivia question out there, and the trivia question is, what was this original campus here when it was Disney Institute? What upstate New York town and institution was it modeled after? It's not Saratoga Springs, New York. That was when they converted this to a vacation club resort. They kept the New York theming, went to the other side of New York, hint, and they modeled after the horse racing and the historic horse racing at Saratoga Springs. But when this opened in the 90s, 1996, it was the Disney Institute, and it was a college campus. And right adjacent to us were actually college classrooms, and they used what now are the condo buildings, or they were dorms. And it was modeled after Michael Eisner attending a famous historic institution named after a town upstate New York. That's a trivia question. Rich Schroeder, I guess, Saratoga Springs, New York. That is not correct, but keep that in mind. We're still waiting for an answer. We're watching all the different.
That would have been an easy answer because it is Saratoga Springs.
Yeah, exactly.
That would have
too
been
easy.
Too easy.
So next up, this is Congress Park neighborhood, the neighborhood you want to stay in if you want to walk into Disney Springs every day and night. Here's where you want to book a preferred room, pay the extra money, use the extra points, and request a building close to Disney Springs. Check it out right now. More from Saratoga Springs Resort. David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency, here to show off our neighborhood, because there's multiple neighborhoods here at Saratoga Springs. We're in Congress Park. Right behind me is the Congress Park pool we're going to show off. I'm going to grab the camera. I'm going to show you right where I'm looking is Disney Springs. So check it out right now. Love the theming here. I was at the Saratoga Springs, New York, and there are hundreds of year old horse races there. Before I show you the pool, and why you want Congress Park neighborhood, it is farther from the check-in area that we showed you because of this. Simple walkthrough, especially if you're in the far building like we are that way. You're a simple walkthrough over a short bridge to Disney Springs. And all their hundreds of retail, shopping, bars and restaurants, and even gaming. Beautiful day here at Saratoga Springs, and there's Cirque du Soleil, and there's Disney Springs. So we're going to show off our neighborhood. Our neighborhood goes all the way down that way. 4 separate buildings, all big buildings, of all long-term stay units, studios, 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and there are 3-bedroom grand villas in each neighborhood. And this is the Congress Park pool. Good little trick if you want to get to Disney Springs and you can't find a bus from your theme park. Take the Congress Park stop. We'll drop you off right here where you see that red is. See the bus? See the bus in the distance? And then just walk down here, walk to Disney Springs. Give you a quick view of the pool. Gorgeous shape of the pool, and there's a hot tub over there. And towels, bathrooms. This whole section recently refurbished, brand new paint job, slightly brighter color scheme. Could be the fresh paint. I remember it was all duller colors last time I was here. This is our neighborhood for this trip. As far as where you want to stay, as I mentioned here in the show, it's all about preference. I would say if your younger kids want the bigger pool with the slide, need the quick service more, preferred section is the Springs area. And the other preferred section is here to be closer to Disney Springs and have the water views. A lot of units here, as you see. These are more woods views, but those on the ends will have the water views. And in the distance, I'll show you the sign, is the bus stop. So you can take the bus there to the theme parks, take it around the campus. If you didn't want to walk to Grandstand, to Carriage House, I mean, for the check-in area. And this is Congress Park neighborhood. A great view of the big air balloon ride happening. Our tour continues. All right, so that was Congress Park Pool and Neighborhood. That's where I'm staying. As I showed you in the video, I'm staying just above that pool. And I think we have a trivia winner. We're going to see that in the chat mix. When it shows off, I'll show up. But we have a winner, and we're going to put it in the chat box any second now. So next up, I want to continue the tours. Last up, again, Treehouse Villas, where I stayed in September with Skip here, my man Tony. Tony was there too.
Tony.
Those are the most affordable 3-bedrooms on campus. Again, I did the villa tour on the Disney Vacation Club History Show, January 31st, one of many series of shows I'm doing on Disney lodging and the history of Walt Disney World, leading up to October 1st anniversary. Check that out on my YouTube channel, Fantastic Endeavors. Subscribe when you check that out, and always like the feeds when you watch them. Please watch it there, because I'm not going to show it here of the actual villa. I am going to show you a little bit of the resort area. It's very different than the rest of the resort because it was there first. Villas actually were built in the mid-70s as dorms for cast members.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Then they were converted. My uncle stayed there in the mid-90s, part of when this was a condo complex they built them. And the third bedroom was downstairs. And that didn't work out well for families to have a kid separated from the family. So then Irma came in, the hurricanes of 2005 came in and did some damage, and they redid them all and made them part of Saratoga Springs. They made this resort. It is a bit separated, but you can walk across like we did a couple times. It's very nice. But the key of Treehouse Villas, part of Saratoga Springs, is the woodsiness, the privacy, and the feel, and the most affordable 3 bedrooms on Disney campus. So check that out right now, a very brief look into at what Treehouse Villas looks like here at Saratoga Springs Resort. The audio is a little low on this, but let's listen carefully. Good afternoon from Walt Disney World. David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency. I'm here showing off Treehouse Villas. We're on the boat dock, beautiful concrete boat dock here, right on the Saratoga River. This way goes back up to Port Orleans, French Quarter, Riverside, and this way goes to Disney Springs. This boat dock is currently not open, but we're down here to show you how pristine the wilderness is here and how woodsy it is. This is a part of Saratoga Springs Resort. It's adjacent to Old Key West. It's actually, the entrance to Treehouse Village is from Vacation Club Road, which is right next to Old Key West. And it's walking distance to Saratoga Springs and all their amenities. There are 60 beautiful villas in here, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, all on a second story, like being in a treehouse, hence the name. They are part of a Vacation Club program, but they're also available through Disney Travel Company, which is for me, the Disney Travel Agent. And Contact information is 305-453-9208 and dave@davesdisney.com. And welcome home. Welcome home is our moniker for the Vacation Club Resort. I'm going to give you a quick tour. I'm going to walk through and show you the pool. And we've already checked out of our unit. We're going to show you what the units look like from the outside. Look for a different video on Dave's Disney Facebook for the inside tour. Like that and like this and share it. And please contact me if you need help with Disney vacation planning. Here we go. I always love the welcome home sign. This place is easy to drive by in this. They have their own busing system. They have their own bus stops. The bus goes to Saratoga Springs and to the Park. You are a bit removed when staying here, like Fort Wilderness. If you ever stayed over there. But the feel is very warm. And it's also very welcoming. It's affordable. It's the most affordable 3-bedroom property on campus. Again, 60 Treehouse Villas in here, all completely the same. I highly recommend getting a canal view near pool. That'll put you right where we were in unit 7027. Another forewarning when staying here, you may have to walk a bit to your unit. As you can see, the unit this way is right on the canal, and you can't take a car on the sidewalk. They will help you with your luggage if you request assistance. And you'll see as you walk to the road, the parking is actually out front of the villa on my left right here. All right, so that's Treehouse Villas. They're all the same, 60 units in that one complex. It has its own pool, the 5th pool here on campus. Skip, how was your stay in the Treehouse Villas?
I mean, that was, to me, it was a dream come true. I've always seen them. You know, I remember the old days when they had the brochures, and they would show families, you know, kayaking right by the villas, and just really the old Florida look, because you have the cypress trees and everything around it. But, you know, staying inside, it was just pretty amazing. You have your own place. I mean, it's your own townhouse in a sense, or a tree house. But, you know, I love to cook whenever I'm, you know, especially on vacation. Believe it or not, I like to cook on vacation too. It saves us money, and also, you know, we can grill some steaks out. They've got a grill out there, you know. It's a really nice, all self-enclosed little capsule for, you know, someone to have a vacation. And not only that, but I love the fact that it's very affordable. So if you get 2 or 3 families in that, you know, you guys can have a great week or weekend at Disney Springs, or at Saratoga Springs.
I agree 100%. Affordable. I mean, under $1,000 a night at Disney for a 3-bedroom is impossible most times, even with all the discounts out there. And the key is that what I showed you the video there was the woodsiness. It has its own boat dock. They're not operating right now, but when they operate, you can take a boat to Disney Springs. I mean, you can walk over to Saratoga Carriage House where we are now, not that far. It has its own pool. 60 views are identical. There are better views. I recommend getting the Sassagoula River view where we had. That was awesome.
You can also get a golf course view, which is really cool.
Exactly. Golf course view. Hole 17 is right there. That goes right past most of the villas on the other side. It's just a really nice campus that is an additional item of Saratoga Springs Resort that's available through Disney Travel Company and Disney travel agents like myself, Skip, and Sue Mooney and my travel agency. So contact us if you want to live in this woodsy environment. And again, for bigger families, it's your most affordable way to stay on campus. They have their own bus loop and bus stations.
Sure.
I mean, that's how we got back from Epcot after Food and Wine Festival. I don't quite remember if we got back to the right bus stop, but my friend Tony had the best comment. We're pulling at night because we did my show for the Star Wars show first. Mm-hmm. And on September 20th, check out that fun show. We stayed in character the whole time. And we pull up, like, which one's ours? And Tony just goes, pick one. They're all the same.
They're all the same.
Good point.
You know, it was also nice that same night we went, you know, we went inside. I think some of us took showers or whatever. And then we walked over to Disney Springs to watch some football.
Exactly. I had a little problem getting past their checks, but that's all right. Hey, real quick, congratulations, Janice Bivak. She's a trivia maven, and on my show, you can win as much as you want. She did the research, and she won, and I put it in the chat post here. It's the Chappaqua, not Chappaqua, the Chincoteague Institution, Indian name, in the Chincoteague, New York. That's where Eisner attended a class in the early 90s. His wife goes, why don't you make a institution at Disney about this? And they modeled it after Chincoteague Institution in Chincoteague, New York. And then when it didn't work out that well and they kind of downsized the program, they converted this to Saratoga Springs Resort, modeled after Saratoga Springs on the other side of New York. Chicoteague is near Jamestown, New York, way on the tip of upstate New York.
Okay.
Saratoga Springs is above White Plains, not too far off New York Thruway, near Woodstock, kind of that area. So that's it. Janice, congratulations. I'll send you your gift card out soon this week. And we'll have some more trivia for you if we have time. But on to the Villa tour. This we've been waiting for. First off, this is our room, deluxe studio, recently refurbished. Really love the detail. They did a great job. I say in all the resorts on campus and all the rooms after refurbs, and this is, I tell you, my impressive one. Yep. Check it out right now in Congress Park neighborhood of Saratoga Springs Resort. David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency. Deluxe studio, Congress Park neighborhood, recently refurbished. Already see some major additions, obviously complete decor and floor change. I stayed here a couple of years ago on my birthday weekend, always Super Bowl weekend. Let me show you the main room first, then we'll come back for the bathroom. Different look and feel, definitely new age, more outlets. The new mirror, love the fan, very slick. Bigger TV, flat screen. And lots of storage underneath your bed now. Love the headboard design. Love the silhouettes. Biggest change is this. Instead of the pull-out bed, they're going to this now new Murphy pull-down bed setup, which I'll show you. You saw this in my show for Riviera and some other hotels we toured. And that becomes your bed. Oh, Saratoga Springs Stables. Let me get out of the glare. Here we go. Great for the kids. And then put it back up. It's your couch. And so it's a full bed. They've been a Pop Century. Riviera pretty much started it, I believe. Show you our view. Not much of a view. A nice woods view. Not too far from the bus stop. We're very close to the pool, which is that way, and bus stop right that way. So very convenient for getting around. And not too far from Disney Springs. Not the closest building, but the one over. Not bad, not bad. Dealer requested location. They had a problem with the room. So they gave it to us very late, which is unfortunate. But always check with the front desk if you have an issue or you think you're waiting too long for a room that was promised. Brand new furniture. Nice new draw set. This angle of the bed. New paint, everything's fresh and clean. Very nice. And one thing I just noticed, I'll show you the kitchenette. I'll show you the kitchenette. Nice new steel plated microwave. Steel fridge. Mini fridge. So these studios do not have washer and dryer, just a kitchenette. 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedrooms have full kitchen and washer and dryer. Ooh, nice bathroom. Big upgrade there. Very nice. Separate powder area. Hello, and a big closet. One thing I just noticed walking by. This is new design. It's got drawers. Cool. Plenty of room for a small family. On to our next tour. Hey, that's a studio where I'm staying here at Congress Park neighborhood, Saratoga Springs Resort, on site, Walt Disney World, right across. That neighborhood is right across from Disney Springs. Where we're headed next, we're going to close out the show soon. One more video to go. Because we got a reservation tonight in honor of St. Patty's Day. I didn't wear the beads yet, but...
No, he's getting the beads on.
I'm very Irish. My dad's middle name is Glenn, which is an Irish family name. And I'm starting early, been wearing these all week and getting a lot of kudos from the staff. Anyways, we got to finish out the show. So listen, here's what we've been waiting for. Share this with your friends. The 3-bedroom Mac Daddy, 2-story Grand Villa, recently refurbished. I've seen this twice before the refurb. It is so much better now. It is amazing. Check it out right now. First off, congrats again, Janice Beef actually won our contest. Chicoteague, New York is what Disney Institution was modeled after. The original campus here was modeled after Chicoteague, and the kind of jewels and hearts of that theming are still in the campus. The rest of the resort and the names of the neighborhoods were named after Saratoga Springs Resort years later. Janice, and yes, it's been a great show. Thank you very much, Janice. 3-bedroom Grand Villa, the Mac Daddy, biggest villa you can rent on campus. Check this out right now. Here we are, the 3-bedroom grand villa. David Hartman, owner of fantastic neighborhood travel agency. We're in the middle of a tour, recently refurbished in the Springs of Saratoga Springs Resort. 3-bedroom grand villa, new wood floors, new decor, a pull-down Murphy bed, no more pull-out. And look at this 2-story view, absolutely fantastic. That is beautiful. Nice sectional couch. All new decor and artwork. And here the rest of our tour upstairs. We'll pass them in a minute. Time is short. Beautiful dining room table. The kitchen, and then behind it, very key, a 4th full bathroom. 1 for each bedroom, 3-bedroom grand villa. And this is a full bathroom. Hello, enjoy the tour. Then across the threshold, and the closet space here. Big closets. Master bedroom on the ground floor. Put the kids upstairs. And I'm just loving the decor. I was in here a couple of years ago, in the middle of a huge refurb. As you see with our studio, that was just refurbished in Congress Park. Great view of the Springs. The Carriage House is on your left right there. Right across through those woods. Easy walking distance to the center area. Love the new artwork. Oh, look at that. Donald. That mirror is reminiscent of a mirror in a Riviera resort. Master bathroom. And here our tour guide giving the spiel upstairs. Appreciate Disney Vacation Club allowing us to do this today. Pretty good master bathroom, not the biggest I've seen, but functional. Quick tour again of the whole scene here, and we'll walk upstairs and see the rest of the crew.
And then we track you down this way. And for non-members, it's tough because
What's nice is there is an access road there. Hey, wait everybody.
Riviera.
Hello.
I'll go
So
right first. There you
we
go.
need those people to know who are staying at Pop Century to look at
So
these
full,
rooms and say,
2 full beds in
you
each
know
unit.
what? Yeah, give me a call or we'll call you, but we're doing all this virtually.
All have the views.
100% of our revenue.
Nice view. Not the best view on campus, but a nice view. The key is location. And you're right across from the bus stop and the Carriage House area.
110 salaried level employees at
Disney Channel.
Club when the shutdown happened.
And they have their own
Most of the
bathroom.
guys were
The
sent
powder
home
area.
not to
Nice
call
big
back.
closet too. See that there?
But what we're basically, so it used to be we make 550
Like
million.
a separate kind of shower water closet.
400 million to make that.
Clip through the crowd here.
Now we're gonna make,
Pardon us.
260 million.
There's your own
but it
entrance
only
door.
costs us 100 million to make
So
that
kids could sneak in that night and not get caught by the parents. Hee. And here's the second guest bedroom. You can tell with the refurb, as you saw in other units, more power, more power. Gotta have more power. And again, I love the design where they all have the view of the lake of the Springs area of Saratoga Springs Resort. Beautiful, beautiful headboards. Everything's new here. The furniture, this is a pretty full refurb. Looks gorgeous. I'll cover rates in the show, but this is the biggest point value on campus, so it's going to be the highest rate value. And we'll end with talking to these guys about their feedback. You can wave to everyone down below. Hello. So Skip, what are your impressions of this place?
You know, I'll tell you, I love these. Number one, this is pretty cool because you have your own private entrance for,
Yeah.
maybe it's the kids or someone. But, look at all the space you have here. I can imagine having Thanksgiving, having multiple families here. This is great. Like 2 or 3 families in one spot. This is going to be a nice spot for anyone to have a vacation.
Excellent. By the way, we love the mask.
Oh, thank you.
So 3-bedroom grand villa, Saratoga Springs Resort. Gonna give a shout out to Paul. Paul, thank you, our tour guide, and we'll see you back on the show. How impressive was that?
You know, I like that. That's a great spot. I love that kitchen.
Skip was there.
That was a good spot.
Again, that's been there for a number of years, since 2000 and not, it was probably 2005 or so that was built. And now Disney does these refurbs every few years, but this recent refurb is up to date, timely with all the different outlets. Love the color choices, decor. And I like the fact it was a full gut job, floors, furniture, everything. And they put in the great pull Murphy bed because parents are tired of pulling out this couch. Even though Disney made them one solid piece for years, we saw it in Fort Wilderness. And even that wasn't enough. Now they have this pull down Murphy bed where it's a bed. I mean, it's a beautiful landscape, the little wall covering, boom, it's a bed.
Yeah, if you're flying into town and you've rented that for the week, and you got the full kitchen, do Instacart. Yeah, do an Instacart, or maybe take an Uber to a grocery store. There's a Winn-Dixie right down the street, and you can get all your groceries for the week and save some money that way. But also you have snacks, drinks. You have your own beverages, so it's pretty convenient.
Fantastic. I mean, it is the way to stay, especially if you have a large family, up to 12 people, 4 bathrooms. Mm-hmm. 4 bathrooms, four full bathrooms, one for each of the bedrooms, and then on the downstairs by the kitchen, a full bathroom, which is not in every 3-bedroom grand villa, but in a number that we've toured together. Awesome. So we've been live from Saratoga Springs Resort on my Vacation Club review, part of my history of shows here, leading up to the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, October 1st. Check out those shows on my YouTube channel, Fantastic Endeavors. Subscribe to that channel whenever we go live. You're going to notice. And if you enjoy the Journal Planning, see all my shows. And it's been great having you guys today. Next week, I'm live from my home studio in Key Largo, Florida with Matt Tybus, the CEO of Everglades Alligator Farm.
Yeah, are you going to do some wrestling?
That's right. We have a tremendous package built for you guys, airboat rides. We may be live from the farm itself. We're going to try to work that out. And we're excited to have Matt on. He was on my June 29th show when I was live from the Bug Pub in Alamorada. And now he's decided to come up, and we're going to do a show from there and do all the activities in his farm. It is a true landmark business, been around for 45 years in South Florida and just on the way to Everglades National Park.
Very nice.
So looking forward to having a good friend of mine. And I certified his wife in scuba years ago. So we have a tight bond. And he'll be on the show next week, March 21st at 5 p.m. Great to have you on. A few more shots out before I leave for people joining late. As always, like and share this. If you're joining late, right afterwards, wherever you're watching it, it turns into a recording and watch the whole thing. Congrats to Janice Spivak again. She does her research. She watched the entire show. That's how you win these gift cards. And great answer to the trivia question. Chicoteague, New York is what Disney Institute, the original campus here was modeled after before it became Saratoga Springs. Deborah Heiss, thanks for being on. Keith Ternaki, thank you. Charles Timmer. And Sue Mooney for your question. And hey, Dwayne Renzi, it's Tony Baxter's cousin.
Tony.
What's going on?
I wish Tony was here this week.
Good to have you all on. It's been a fantastic show. Skip Shear, thank you again. We did this trip based on him visiting and it's Hannah's birthday. Happy 21st, Hannah.
Happy birthday.
She's had a very wonderful birthday, including a very busy day yesterday, and we're still going tonight. We're off to Raglan Road. Happy St. Patty's Day out there, folks, and we'll see you next week on my show, 5 o'clock on Sunday, with Matt Tybus from Everglades Alligator Farm. Have a good night.